True strength flows without resistance. To clash against it would sap its current, and a diminished strength is a paradox that unravels itself. Feeble might holds no meaning, and strength bent to diminish becomes a leash bound and frail by its own intent. Strength stands alone, whole in its essence. No frailty can seep in without twisting it into what it isn't. To lessen is to confine, weaving in a counter thread that muddies its nature. This tangles it with what it's not, rendering it a riddle. Who can unravel a knot like fragile force or bitter warmth? You've cast your kin as a banner of bitter warmth, of fragile force, and above all, a breathing shadow. To you, they're a cipher standing for what defies sense. They wave a split banner, one half undone by the other, only to be rewound by what it erased. So both vanish, leaving them a hollow breeze. Symbols tied to clashing threads signify only a void. Yet a void can't ripple the awareness of what's real. It's the belief in something there that stirs the waters that the image you hold of your kin drifts weightless. There's nothing to strike or shield, to cherish or scorn, to crown with might or deem frail. It's a cancelled whisper, its clashing threads unwhelmed the thought it bore. It lacks a root. Who can trace a bloom without a seed? What's rootless but a wisp? The image you see never took shape. Let its empty patch be seen as bare. The moment spent gazing on it as an idle drift, an unmarked breath. A bare patch, unclaimed by clutter, a quiet pause, unfilled by rush. These beckon truth to slip in and settle. No effort can sweeten this call's pull. What you leave open, the divine will fill, and where he dwells, truth flows free. Strength unbound, without rival, is creation's pulse. No banners mark it, nothing waves past truth, for what can signal more than all? Yet this unweaving must be gentle. So the first swap for your image is a new one, softer and kind. A void can't be sketched, nor can fullness be pinned to a sign. Reality dawns formless, beyond reach of eyes or outline. Release isn't yet a strength known as limitless, it cuts. No bounds you've tied. Still, it's the river through which truth glides for now. It lets the whispering light trade images until tools fade and lessons rest. No tool stretches past its lesson's end. Once its purpose blooms, it withers. In this learning stretch, it holds a use you now dread but will come to treasure. The new image of your kin, filling the freshly cleared hollow, needs no guard. You'll favor it wholly, choosing it without a pause. It doesn't wave split threads. Though only half seen, unfinished, it holds steady within itself. The other half lies unseen, not undone, and so the divine remains free to take the final stride. For this, no images or tools are needed. What will replace them simply is. Release dissolves, banners fade, and all that eyes caught or ears tuned to slips away. A boundless strength arrives, not to shatter, but to claim its own. No choice of purpose lingers. The choice you fear losing was never yours. Only this seems to ripple the stream of boundless strength and unbroken joys, pure and unopposed. You don't yet know the calm of strength that meets no foe. No other kind exists. Welcome the strength beyond release, beyond this weave of signs and bounds. He seeks to be, and so he is. the still reply in stillness. Every thread finds its answer, every knot gently unwinds. In tumult, no reply takes root. Its aim is to tangle resolution and blur any clear echo. A knot spun in strife has no reply, seen differently through each lens. What resolves from one angle phrase in another? You're caught in this churn, unable to untangle a single thread, for strife spares no corner. Yet if the divine whispers a reply, there's a way your knots unravel, for his will already weaves through. Time doesn't bind this, every knot can loosen, no. But in your restless drift, answers elude you. So the divine offers a path to a calmer shore where the reply waits. This is the sacred pause. Bring your tangles here and let them rest. Here they belong. Hear their answers hum. Where the reply dwells, a knot simplifies, easily smoothed. It's futile to wrestle a tangle where no answer lies, yet it will surely unravel if carried to where one does. Seek no solutions outside the sacred pause's calm. Here, the knot finds its answer and unwinds. Beyond no reply waits, none can be found. Outside, no single clear call ever rises. The world spins a forked query, met with a clamor of replies, none fit. It doesn't seek an answer, only to echo its own slant. Every call in this world is a lens, not a true query. A call steeped in scorn can't be met, it's its own reply. A forked query asks and answers, both threading the same tale in different hues. The world's lone question unfurls. Which of these mirages holds truth? Which weave peace and joy? Which lift the ache this world spins? Whatever shape it takes, its aim stays fixed to prove shadows are real, answered by a favored pick. Which shadow do you choose? That's the one to hold. The rest are false. What can your frame fetch that you crave most? It's your ally, and servant tell it your wish, and it'll serve well. This isn't a question, it points your desire and path, leaving no room to doubt its weave beyond its questioning guise. A hollow call has no reply, it dictates even as it seems to. Ask. All worldly queries push their own tale. Like the frame's senses spinning its own yarn, the world's answers nest in the call's post. Where replies mirror the query, they add nothing, nothing's gained. A true call seeks what you don't grasp, setting no terms, simply asking what should be. In strife, no one can pose this. They shun the reply that stills the storm. Only in the sacred pause can a true call rise and be met. The query's heart shapes the reply's depth. Here, you can part your wants from the answer, letting it reach and root in you. The reply hums everywhere, only here can you hear it. A true reply demands no toll, it meets calls honestly made. The world's calls ask who pays the price, not if the price makes sense. Unless the reply names who, it fades unheard, preserving the query by answering itself. The sacred pause is the breath where your mind quiets enough to catch a reply. Beyond the call's echo offering something fresh. How could it answer if it only repeats? Don't wrestle tangles in a world that bars the reply. Carry them to the one place holding it gently for you. Here, answers stand apart, seeing what can be met and what the call truly seeks. In the world, replies spawn new queries, leaving the first adrift. In the sacred pause, You bring the call to its answer and receive what's woven for you. The mending mirror healing blooms only in being healed. The marvel ripples out unbidden, but you must spark its dawn. Embrace the marvel of mending, and it flows because that's its breath. It unfurls the moment it's born kindled when offered. And take in, no one can summon another's mending, but they can welcome their own, sharing what they've claimed. Who can give what they lack or share what they push away? The whispering light calls to you, not another. By listening, you let his voice stretch because you've taken his words. Wholeness reflects wholeness. Unseen, it lacks weight. Proven, it shines, compelling trust with its glow. No one mends through split whispers. Crave only mending, and you mend your lone aim makes it so. Fear mending, and it won't flow through you. All it asks is a heart unshadowed by dread. The fearful can't mend or be mended. This doesn't mean strife must vanish forever from your mind, then mending wouldn't be needed. It means for a fleeting breath you cherish without striking. One breath is enough, marvels don't wait on time. The sacred pause cradles the marvel's home. From here, each one steps into the world, a lantern of a mind past strife, touching peace. It carries balm from calm to chaos, proving the storm leaves no mark. All the storm's scars, shattered forms, torn cries, silent fades are softly lifted and soothed dot. No sorrow lingers where a marvel mends. Just one breath of your warmth, free of barbs, births this all. In that breath, you're mended. In that single pulse, all mending flows. What stands apart when you take the sacred pause's gift? Don't shy from its grace. He who graces you cherishes all, leaving nothing to dread. Shrink from it, and the world turns bleak. You've withheld its calm, letting it fade. Wouldn't a world so forsaken seem a rebuke to one who could have revived it but stepped back, fearing their own? Mending? The fading gaze accuses, the weary sigh asks, what's to fear? Hear its plea, it speaks for you. A fading world begs only a moment's pause from striking yourself. So it may heal dot, step into the sacred pause, and mend nothing received. There stays behind when you return. Blessed you'll bless. Life's yours to share with a waning world. Weary eyes won't blame, they'll gleam thanks to you who brought grace. The sacred pause's light will brighten your gaze, letting you see past pain to the guide's presence. Mending trades pain for peace. One can't linger where the other shines. What you see, the world mirrors and echoes back. Your mending is the world's cure. It craves one lesson fully woven. When you forget, the world nudges you with what you've shown. Its thanks won't stint you who mend, let it breathe. It'll summon witnesses to show the guide's face to you who lent them sight. A world of blame becomes one where all eyes turn fondly on the friend who freed them. Your kin will see the foes they feared as allies aplenty. Knots aren't unique, they wear unique cloaks, shaping this world. No one grasps their knot's core. If they did, it'd vanish from sight. Its essence is its absence. While seen, it can't be seen true. Yet mending shines in single strands, stretching to weave them all. Near one beneath their guises learning seeks this thread, complete when two cloaks blend into one, sharing what's true. Only one beyond your split sight can weave this. You don't finish the weave, but that it's done despite your rifts proves they're not real. Your mending will ripple, touching knots you thought weren't yours. All your varied tangles will unravel as one lifts differences didn't spark this. For learning doesn't leap opposites with like ends. Mending follows its own rhythm, true to laws seen clear, never bent. Don't dread your lens, you're off, but one within you is true. Leave the weave stretched to him who knows its rhythm, keeping it whole and boundless. Your part is to thread his lesson to yourself, he'll tend the rest. Its strength will prove itself through countless echoes your kin first, with thousands behind, each 1,000 deep. Each knot may seem its own, but they unravel as one. Their shared reply shows no calls to depart. Peace to you who's offered mending. You'll find peace flows when you claim it for yourself. You needn't measure its worth to know it's yours. What bloomed in that loving breath stays forever. Your mending and your kin's will be its echo. Wherever you drift, you'll see its waves. Yet all you glimpse is a whisper of its fullness, counting strands can't grasp the infinite. The divine thanks you for your mending, a gift of love to his kin, and so to him.